Welcome to Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news, trends, and insights from Littlefield Agency. Grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Welcome back to another edition of Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I'm Sam Littlefield. With me is
Roop.
There he is. It's just after the Super Bowl. Historically, this is everyone's favorite episode.
Yeah, and so you've probably heard everyone's Super Bowl ad rankings.
Totally, and we know you
notes
have.
for
That's
like
great.
the last few days, but we're going to do ours anyhow.
Yep, 100%. You know what? We were going to record yesterday, which is Monday. Today is Tuesday. This will go live on Wednesday. Yesterday was nuts. Didn't get a recording. I wanted to be a good employer. Didn't want to call you guys in Sunday night to have to record.
You thought about it?
Hell no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But we will get right to that. We've got lots of dialogue. We have our best, our honorable mentions, our worst. Here is the kicker. Claude, what did I do yesterday morning when I divulged into your meeting? I bombarded your meeting. And what did I ask?
What our favorite Super Bowl ads were?
And what was your response?
That mine was...
Save it for the podcast.
Oh, yeah, save it for the podcast.
And I tried to catch him off guard. Claude, I almost got you there.
Almost got
I was
it.
like, wait, what?
Before we dive in, we have a big crew, 4 of Littlefield employees headed to Seattle tomorrow.
I love Seattle. I'm
Which
so
is
jealous.
awesome. So a huge ditch witch shoot. You do love Seattle.
Mm-hmm. It's
It
up
is
there.
Seattle or New York?
New York.
Okay. Seattle second?
It's third now.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, do you really love Seattle that much?
Well,
And I
Yeah.
told them, I said, what a great time to be in Seattle. I had no skin in the game on the Super Bowl. The Seahawks won.
true.
Everyone's going to be in a wonderful
yeah.
mood. So anyway, safe travels to our Littlefield team, to our Ditch Witch team. That is a 2-day shoot, 3-day shoot, 2-day shoot, I think, which is really cool. We love being on the road with our clients. We love being around the nation, and what a beautiful part of the country to be in up in the Pacific Northwest. Roop, do you have any updates, thoughts?
no, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, baby.
Let's go. People
Here we
are here
go,
for Super
Claude.
Bowl
Let's ring
ads.
us in.
All right.
Boom. Topic number 1, Super Bowl, the best, the worst. The honorable mentions, what do you want to start with?
Are we allowed to say Super Bowl?
Oh,
What?
big game.
Yeah, we have to call it the big game.
The big
don't
game,
we?
excuse me.
So dumb.
If anyone comes after us and they've
Yeah.
got you need to pick up a new hobby.
Yeah,
The big game. We're talking about that today.
The ads.
What do we want to start with?
Well, first I had some notes. Real
well,
quick
goodness.
stats
Okay,
for
cool,
this
cool, cool.
year's.
Yeah, I love
just
stats.
to
We love
set,
data.
Set the stage before we dive into our
Okay.
favorites and what we thought fell short and
Love it.
things like that. There were 66 ads shown this year.
Okay.
3 more than last year.
Okay.
Okay. 18 advertisers made their debut at the Super Bowl.
Interesting. It's quite the investment.
Yeah, the investment was $8 million for a 30-second spot, the same as last year. That did increase.
$10 million for 60 seconds.
I
heard
assume-
10
I think
million.
that may be right.
Okay.
That's like the only thing that hasn't increased in cost year over year was Super Bowl ads, apparently.
First Super Bowl ad was $37,000. I read that yesterday. Now we're at
Now we're at 8 to 10 million.
right around 10 million.
Pepsi was the most mentioned brand on social media, followed
okay.
by
Good
Apple
thoughts.
Music and Budweiser.
Okay.
And Bad Bunny's halftime show produced over 167 million engagements.
Okay. Engagements.
Yeah, engagements.
Interesting. Not viewers.
Well, a view is an engagement if you're watching it online, I think.
Yeah,
Smashing the 80 million generated by Kendrick Lamar last year. So more than double.
Kendrick was in the hundreds. He was at 80 million?
80 million online
Oh,
engagements is how they look
yeah,
at that.
Yeah, totally. Okay, fascinating. All right, well, let's start it off. Do we want to start worst or best? Claude, you pick.
Let's do... How about we do some honorable mentions?
Okay, cool. I love it. Roop, start us off. Honorable mention.
Okay.
I've only got one.
I was hoping to start with the terrible ones first.
Okay. By the way, let's start an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I thought Duolingo's bird teaching Spanish and the dancing terms ahead of the halftime show was like a 1 in a million opportunity, and they took it.
Yeah, they took it.
Like that ad won't work
Bold
again.
move, exactly.
Yeah, and it
One
was
and done.
great, and it was with the language barrier, it was purposeful for what they do and what they sell, and I thought that was great. Honorable mention though, not in my top 3.
Honorable mention. Well done, Duolingo. Claude, honorable mention for you.
I would say I really did like the Anthropic one.
Okay.
I thought it was really funny, especially because I always see, I don't know if this was their goal, but ChatGPT has, or OpenAI has their own ad where the guy is asking how to do a pull-up. And
Saw
the
that.
very beginning of it was a pull-up, and then it's just like, I don't know. I thought it was funny.
That's
It was relatable.
okay.
It was
That's
really
fair.
funny.
I've got one honorable mention. Hellman's
That was almost my honorable mention.
Meal Diamond, baby.
Meal Diamond with
That
Andy
was
Samberg.
good. That was good with Andy
So
Samberg.
good.
Really, really good. Very creative. The music licensing rights, the lyrics. I was very impressed. Hellman's.
I was about to mention that one.
Very, very well done. So, question. None of yours were in my best or worst.
Okay.
What about you all?
No, same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's start with worst. I've got 3. How many do you guys have?
Lots. It was overall a pretty bad crop.
And by the way, and I think let's identify worst and best, and then let's go into that topic because I 1000% agree. Claude, we're going to start with you. Naming your top 1 to 3 worst.
Okay, so my least favorite one was the Duncan one. Sorry, Roop. It just really, I didn't really like it.
agree.
I thought it was too long somehow.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it hit your demographic, though.
I don't think it did. And a lot of
very
people
fair
my
point.
age didn't really like it, I don't think.
Very fair
I thought
point.
it was strange.
Yeah.
It was just odd.
Yeah.
And I don't really like that.
I actually had to watch that one twice.
You did.
Because it was so odd. And by the way,
Mm-hmm.
it's right in our generation, you and me, my friend. Because
We'll
I've
fight in a
absolutely seen Good Will Hunting. I knew that was going to be on your list, but
We'll fight in a minute.
I do agree, Claude. What else, Claude?
At first, I really liked Coinbase's one,
Okay.
like so much. I
Okay.
thought it was, or I was like, what is this going to be? And then right when Coinbase showed up, I was like, really?
Yeah,
I can't stand it. I just don't like it. And it didn't make any sense. It didn't have anything to do with Coinbase.
Well, right. And so for folks that didn't watch or catch this one, last year, year before, I think it was last year, Coinbase ran just a QR code for 30 seconds, bouncing around the screen, which lots of people scanned, crashed their website. They got a ton of signups from it. So functionally, it converted.
Absolutely freaking genius. Yeah, well done.
Coinbase this year ran a karaoke
Kind of
style thing with Backstreet Boys, I think, and lyrics, and their website was on there. And I read, again, it converted. Almost like 80% of what I did last year. So as a creative piece of content, I think it was creative, even if the execution felt dull. But as a marketer, you're not there to make friends. You're there to sell stuff or get signups in their case, and they did. So like, I can't imagine another ad on this list converted better than Coinbase. Even if people didn't like it,
I think
it worked for the brand.
I think there's one more that converted well, and I'll get to that here in a little bit.
Okay.
Anything else, Claude?
No.
Okay. Agree with Coinbase. Not that it was my worst, but I do agree with you there. Bud Light, bad Bud Light.
Oh, I forgot about those.
And I always look forward to them because I knew that Peyton Manning was going to be in there.
Okay,
I knew
yeah.
that our boy, what's his name, that we saw in Boston, who I'm totally blanking right now.
Oh, it was
Post
Malone, and I think Shane Gillis was on
at the beginning, I was like, okay, this is going to be great.
Yeah,
with
it was pretty boring.
By the way, the beer keg going down the hill, and I just thought it was going to be hilarious, and I agree. It just kind of it fell flat for me. And then here's the thing. I think, Claude, I'm really, really interested to hear how this hits with your generation. Poppy just did not do it for me. The vibes. You drink some Poppy, and the professor turns into this crazy lady, and it's like they're on ecstasy. I don't know. It was kind of trippy, and it again, Roop, to your point on like just kind of this crazy, far-fetched, insane.
They're definitely, I think, back in the late '90s, early 2000s, with like Budweiser knocking out of the park every year with like the frogs and the What's Up guys,
totally.
and all that, and then became a madness to it. And the crazier you could make your ad, the more people.
And I remember last
reacted
year
to
it was Taco Bell or Doritos, like did something insane. It was just
one of the ones
trippy.
I hate, kind of in this category.
Okay.
But this year it felt, that Bud Light one to me, as I'm watching it, felt like it was kind of trying to go back to some of those vibes, which we every year, like, I wish there was more like that.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we've gotten past it. We need to it was time in space, and back in 2000, let it go.
Yep.
25 years ago, it's
Put a
done.
plug in that. I'm going to come back to
No
that.
need to come back to that.
Roop, worse.
I have 3 that I marked as the
Okay.
absolute worst. The third worst one was Ben Stiller and Benson Boone with Instacart.
Yep,
It
not
just
that
seemed like
great.
anarchy. I didn't know what was happening.
Great.
Those always annoy me.
Got excited when I saw Ben Stiller to start, though. Just to
Same.
throw that out there.
Agreed. The Manscaped talking shower hair made me want to vomit.
Weird.
I hated it.
Yep.
It was like kind of trying to be crazy thing, but I didn't like it. And I mean, I like all the people I'm about to list, but I absolutely loathed the Ritz, Bowen Yang, John Hamm, and ScarJo ad. Yeah. It had no payoff. It didn't really set up. It didn't really tie in much.
By the way, great people in that ad. I hear ya.
Waste of talent again.
Yes, I told Claudia
Hated
thoughts
it.
there. I do agree.
Wait, which one?
No. I'm just saying. That's.
I think with some of the worst ones, they're focusing too much on the celebrity showcase, and it's like,
And
oh my
tying
gosh,
it
I'm
back
so
to-
it's like, just doesn't make sense. Like, everyone was excited for Charlie XCX being in the Poppy commercial. Like, I was, and then I was like,
Fair
this
enough.
isn't even. This is weird. Like,
But-
this doesn't make any sense.
And so conversely, I like those people that hated that ad.
Yeah.
I don't like the guy I'm about to mention, but I did like his ad, the Guy Fieri thing. Very average guy.
Average guy.
I thought for what they
Creative.
were doing, it was creative. It worked. It was based on
Poignant.
celebrity. He looked insane when he's
At first, I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
I didn't
same.
realize it was him at
Same.
first.
It's like I don't like him, but like I thought that ad really worked, and it was based on celebrity. So sometimes you can do it right, you know.
Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Okay, moving on to the best. Claude, we went
Should
3,
I do-
2, 1.
Okay, so my third
Mm-hmm.
favorite one was the which one was it? I just had it pulled up.
Take your time.
Sorry. Why
Take
don't
your time.
one of you guys go
Roopster.
first?
Oh, me.
3, 2, 1.
My third favorite was may shock you, was the Budweiser this year.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I am so happy.
It was the Freebird ad, which I
Yes.
thought was good. And it came on, and I told Carrie, I go, oh,
Here we go.
again.
Yep.
I hate these clouds there thing. Then the little, I thought duck or some bird at the beginning showed up, and I was like, okay, it was
Absolutely
something
wonderful.
new. And it just felt right for now.
Yes.
Like it really hit right. And when you see that eagle kind of come over the horse's head, you're like, oh, you get a little something in your
It's
throat.
really important to note the reaction that I just had is because Roop historically is not a big Clydesdales ad guy.
I hate the Clydesdales.
You hate the
Yeah.
Clydesales.
I
And
think they're
yesterday when I
overdone.
bombarded you guys' meeting, Roop's like, I actually may surprise you. And I told him, I said, I actually know what this surprise is because it was so damn good. Yes, okay.
I liked that one.
Number 2, number 1.
Number 2 for me, and this one I've heard some people complain about it, but I think I have an answer for that. My second favorite one was the Pepsi Polar Bear.
Oh my God.
Is it on your list?
We're tracking.
Okay.
We're tracking.
So Pepsi, they had the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Taika Waititi was in the beginning. I love him.
Fantastic.
Just kind of in and out real quick. And the idea that they were literally hijacking their competitor's mascot and having fun with it, I thought was really cool.
Really bold. Really cool.
The criticism I heard of it was people would say, well, it's a good way to remind everyone about your competition. And I thought for a minute, you know what? No one's forgotten Coke.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Give me a break.
The
Pepsi's
conglomerate
always
themselves.
number 2.
Of
So like
course.
this was a big swing,
It was-
and the kind of stuff that a lot of times people and brands in particular are afraid of, comparing yourself to someone else, going after them like that. But it can be done right. And I thought that was good.
I literally texted Trent after Pepsi, and I was like, "Bold move, well done." And
Yeah.
here's the thing: the reason being, I'm wrangling young kids. I think Veronica was having a meltdown when I saw the polar bear. It's like, oh, a Coca-Cola commercial, right? There's your brain synapse. You thought Coke, and then saw it as it kind of went through the thing. I was like, oh my God, that is actually wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
it was
well
very
done.
well done. Very well done. Almost my number 1, except for I'm telling you right now, Ben Affleck is the king of the Super Bowl ads
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
I'm sorry, he is. It's funny. I love
Tell everyone what it is.
Okay, Dunkin'
Dunkin'.
Donuts. They did it again.
knew.
They get a Boston boy to come do it. He puts on his Boston accent. He goes to a Boston movie, Good Will Hunting.
yes.
So they go back and say, "Here's how it was supposed to have been." I didn't really get why the other. I guess because they were on TV at the time Good Will Hunting came out. That's why we had George Costanza and those guys on.
Yeah,
But
I just didn't understand that.
I think it was made for an older generation, and it clicked for us. Carrie liked that one quite a bit too. And
I
by
love
the way, they also had a pretty funny lead up to it, where Affleck's talking to these TV stars, and they're like, "We don't really want to do this. It sounds like a really bad idea." And he goes, "Guys, it only has to be on one. It'll only air one time. Don't worry about it." And so, I think there's a whole campaign around even the release of it that is fun.
Oh, there's something to that. Okay.
I'll have a Dunkin' in Boston this year.
You are
at
definitely
Inbound.
going to have a Dunkin'.
Yeah.
I love it. Look at that. Hey,
It worked.
At Dunkin', there's your attributable $10 million spend. You got a $4 customer coming your way.
I might buy a donut too. We'll see.
Claude, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I actually have one more honorable mention
Cool.
because I thought it was really good. I really liked Levi's jean commercial. I really liked it. I don't know what it was about it. I think
It's a whole different perspective,
it
right?
was, and like I just really liked. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. I just really liked it. It was aesthetically pleasing, and
So there's something more to that. That apparently Levi has not run a Super Bowl ad in quite some time.
really?
So this was like their return.
I did not know that.
And I didn't initially pick it up. A lot of folks online were talking about how this was an answer to the Sydney Sweeney ads earlier in the year.
So on that note, the one person I was waiting to see was Sydney Sweeney.
She
Somehow
wasn't
was nowhere.
anywhere.
It's really interesting. I have that same thought. Okay, continue, Claude. Very
okay,
nice.
this was a weird one.
Okay.
But I think it kind of resonates with my generation. It was the Skittles one with
Oh yeah.
what's his name?
it Wait, Nerd?
No, it was the
Okay,
Skittles
Skittles, okay.
commercial, and it had Elijah Wood in it, and it was like a horn. I don't know. The Skittles commercials when I was a kid were super strange and
Taste the
super
rainbow.
yes.
Yeah, they still
and so
are.
I just thought it was funny.
For sure.
But some people here thought it was really weird and strange. But
Okay,
I was
to each
like,
their own.
I liked it. I did also like Sabrina Carpenter's Pringles commercial.
Pringles Man was funny.
Pringles-
I like
Pringles
that
Man.
one
She's
too.
just so funny and
Creative.
cute and amazing. Like I just like her a lot. So I just enjoyed that commercial. And then my favorite one was the tight end.
Nice.
I
Nice,
thought
nice,
it was
nice.
so good.
Yes.
And I didn't even see it the night of the Super Bowl.
Afterwards,
people
as you're prepping. Love it.
I really liked it.
That is the interesting thing. Of I did miss a few the night of the Super Bowl. And then as
Same.
I was prepping yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, how I must have caught it during a break or whatever. But no, I love that. That's awesome.
It
Claude.
was good. I don't know. It was just funny.
So-
but also a good ad.
Here's crazy. You and I usually never align. My number 3 was Budweiser.
Okay.
So we are absolutely tracking there. The image, I agree with everything you said. I won't repeat. The image of that Clydesdale coming with the wings spread.
It gets me, just talking about
I
it gets me.
get goosebumps.
Yeah,
That was
really good.
very, very. And at first, I was like, "What are they doing here?" I was like, "Oh, damn, that was good." Number 2, Pepsi. We are aligned. I was, gosh, witty, creative, bold, and to your point, not many people go head to head with their biggest competitor publicly in front of tens of millions of people. Hundreds
Yeah,
of
it
millions
had
of
a little bit of the Wendy's
Yep.
social ad
No, for sure.
guy
Really.
to it, right? It was a little bit edgy, but not too
really
bad.
well done. Here's the thing: Coke will still be number 1, right?
Probably.
But good for Pepsi.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys didn't mention it. And this is the emotional, just tear jerker lover of Sammy. The Gemini ad really hit home for me in the sense of the mom and the baby boy, and they're moving into a new home. And they use Gemini so she can help her boy understand what his room's going to look like. Mommy, you love to garden. Here's what the garden's going to look like. And then they're playing in said new home, and it's they basically never left home because it never changed. And it was really
like
and by the way,
emotion
the
on
music feels like home. That always hits home for me, and it was really, really good.
I
story.
did like it. There's
Yeah.
another one along the lines I want to mention that was also an emotional pull, I think. But the Gemini ad, I was taken out of it because I was like, man, how would Gemini and AI, I don't know how it works. How would they know all these toys and things in your room? Did she take individual photos of all of them? and
Yes,
upload
she
them to her
did. Roop,
drive?
don't you ruin
Did she
my
label
moments.
all of it perfect? How did I just technically am looking at it going, I don't think it's possible. There was another one like it though.
Well, it's
That
because
is
she
so
pulled
perfect.
it from. It was supposed to
Thank
be like
you.
she pulled it from her Google Photos.
Right.
But,
Thank you, Claude.
And so then it's like you can use your Google Photos.
all right, we're
going
to try it after the podcast, see if it works.
All right.
Don't you freaking rain on my number 1 parade, okay? Thank you, Claudia.
There was a Redfin ad with Lady Gaga about
saw
Be
it.
My
Oh, yeah,
Neighbor,
My
which
Neighbor.
Be My Neighbor had an emotional kick to it too
did.
that I really liked, and tied in with Redfin, neighborhood stuff.
One last thought here, and then I want to. How are we doing on time, Claude? Are we doing okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool. Execution wise, really good. I would love to see the data on it. Salesforce with Mr. Beast. However, though, I don't know if you saw it. So it's, hey, scan this QR code. There's clues in this ad, and you get a chance. I'm going to give you $1 million. Here's $1 million in the thing. So everyone, right? Who wants $1 million cash from Mr. Beast? Everyone in the world. I can't even imagine the traffic on that QR code. He's like pointing to, he's like, scan this right now. The problem is those that registered, some of them didn't come through. So now I'm thinking, holy smokes, Salesforce marketing.
Well,
what
I have.
SHIT storm did they
We're going to go over
deal
this
with
next.
yesterday?
USA Today's ad meter, the top 5 and the top worst,
Okay.
and Salesforce is in one of those too that didn't get a mention.
All right, let's do top 5 worst from who's this?
This is USA Today's
Today.
ad meter
Okay.
by sentiment. So this is what people felt about the ads. And when you're running an ad, you're of course trying to play on
Brand
emotion
sentiment,
and things
of
like
course.
that, right? So these are in order from number 5 to number 1 worst.
Okay,
Coinbase was the 5th worst.
okay.
Savalka, shake your bots off.
Svedka.
Svedka.
Okay. I don't remember that one. It was 4th
It was
worst.
very
It
strange.
was very strange.
Row, healthier on Row, RO.
Okay, didn't
I don't
see
remember
that
that either. They hated that. Salesforce's Mr. Beast was the 2nd worst ad.
Wow.
And Wix Harmony, the new way to create, was the number 1 worst ad according to
Okay,
USA
I'll have to
Today's
look that- I'll have
sentiment.
to look that up. I didn't see that one.
I just
Okay.
hate Wix as a brand. So
And
like
then
that.
we know. All right, top
Oh,
5.
is this your list?
No, this is USA Today. Yeah, it seems like my list. Okay, top 5. Michelob Ultra is the Ultra Instructor.
Okay.
This was the one with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Didn't care for it.
I didn't care for
Didn't
it.
care for it. Number 4 best, Dunkin's Goodwill Dunkin'.
What?
Hey, the people have spoken. Number 3 best, Pepsi's The Choice.
Okay.
Number 2 best, Lay's Last Harvest,
Lay's,
which
yep.
was pretty
The
emotional. That was good. The potato farmer.
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
And number one, with a near perfect score, it looks like, was Budweiser's American Icons, which was good.
Yeah,
Was
but,
really
and
good.
then again, that's big. But Budweiser marketing, shout out to you guys. That was a
Did I have-
hell of an ad.
Yeah, I had 3 of the top 5 in my list. I did okay.
I did okay.
I just noticed. Just noticed that.
I think you wrote that
So
article.
I wish I wrote that article. I could have written that
I
article.
think you're a ghostwriter.
an op-ed by Steve Roop.
maybe.
So
Call me up, USA.
let's tie this all together. First off, this is we love. I love the prep for this. I love Claudia. I love your viewpoints. And by the way, as you're listening to this, ping us, DM
what
us
were
on
your
LinkedIn. We
favorites
want to hear
and
your
ones you
favorites.
didn't like?
Trent, Mike, and team. We know you're going to be in our ear, and we want to hear it. And I've had a lot of conversations with Trent. So thematically, as we look about this, I agree with you. I think we've gotten away from the lot. And by the way, our job as marketers is to create compelling and resonating advertising. There's a story to be told there. I get it. You can be bold and edgy and provocative and do something different. I think we've really gone too far away from that. Clydesdale's right to the near perfect score. That brought it back, man. That was really, really good. And here's what I do, right? Are we going to ever run a Super Bowl ad? No, maybe. I'm not going to take that off the table.
Yeah, sure.
But if we do so, it's going to tell a damn good story. And for marketers listening to this, whether you're client side or you're some of my agency buddies or you're a random person that just enjoys our podcast, I challenge you, right? In the age of technology, AI, marketing, efficiencies, et cetera, we have to come back to good storytelling. And I hope the 2027 Super Bowl does a better job of that. Claude, I agree with you, right? Bring in the big talents and the celebs. Tell a good story. Tie it back. What's your call to action? What is your brand? What's the brand sentiment? The brand story?
Yep.
And I think there's a huge opportunity for brands to improve upon that and to do better in 2027. Roop,
Agreed.
any thoughts?
No, I agree with that.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. Claude, anything?
No, I got
Good.
nothing.
I always enjoy this one. To our listeners, we hope seriously engage with us. We love to hear your thoughts. Shoot us an email, DM us our comment on LinkedIn. Come and talk to us here in the office. But this is every our Super Bowl, right? Are these commercials?
Really, this year since the game sucked
Well,
so
the
much.
games, and here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? Like I wasn't rooting for anyone. I actually didn't care. And
I think that was part of the problem with me as well, was like I wasn't into the game.
No.
And so I just kept missing all the commercials because I would look away because I was like, this is so boring.
On our
Can we
Super Bowl squares, I won the third quarter
He did.
and the fourth.
And the
He
fourth,
did.
by the way, how much money did you make?
$250.
Whoa! Damn, let's go.
But she was posting after Claudia was running it. So after each quarter, she'd post the winner. Everybody get excited on Slack, and then I won third. Nothing happened, so I had to post my own. Yeah, I think I
know,
won. She goes, "Oh, sorry, I stopped watching."
It was like I literally didn't know that the third quarter had ended.
Good job, Claude. I
Yeah.
love it. Nope, I love it. But by the way, Claudia, that's a lot of work. So thank you for doing Super Bowl
Yeah,
squares
of
this
course.
year. And Roop, hey Roop, you're a lucky man. You do win a lot of Super Bowl squares in my 10 years here.
It had been a while since I picked one.
It's been a
up, so
while.
I
Well,
due.
it was
I
time. Well,
due.
250, man. Drinks are on you. To our listeners, happy Super Bowl week, post week. We hope you have a great week. It is almost the middle of February. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thanks.
You guys have a great weekend with loved ones, spouses, etc. And we will catch you all next week. As always, thank you for listening.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap. We hope you found a spark of inspiration for your marketing strategy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us at Littlefield Agency to keep the conversation going. Catch you next time.